Good rest of your night. Thanks for listening to Rams football on the ESPN Rams Radio Network.
Rams Week 11 NFL Sunday against the Seahawks
is a final from SoFi Stadium.
Rams football on ESPN LA is presented by
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times.
Rams football on ESPN Los Angeles is powered by ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Driven by Subaru of Glendale, the #1 Subaru dealer in America. Find your next Subaru at Subaru of Glendale or at SubaruofGlendale.net.
Highlands. Get reliable leg cramp relief fast.
Brought to you by the Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Vista Paint. When toughness matters, Vista Paint delivers. Durable finishes, local quality, built to perform.
Brought to you by your Southern California Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires.
Thank you for listening to Rams football today on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network. 710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction,
and you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. And it is a final. Rams Seahawks is in the books from the Palace in Inglewood. Week 11 NFL Sunday. It is time to react live from Hollywood Park Casino.
It's time for the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens are live from Hollywood Park Casino, and we're putting you on the air. Your reaction right now at 877-710-ESPN and in person with the people, pressing the flesh at Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, and play.
Now live from Hollywood Park Casino with Sua Cravens, here's your host, Travis Rogers.
21-19, the final score from SoFi Stadium. The Rams barely escape in a NFC West game. They are 8-2. Seattle falls to 7-3. The Rams are in sole possession of the division after this one, Sua, and it literally came down to the very last second. Jason Myers trying to kick a 61-yard field goal that would have beat the Rams. He misses, thankfully, but another yard or two closer, who knows how that might have been.
Yeah, who knows? And the Rams reverted back to their old selves and took a half off. They went back to what they looked like the first 5 weeks and chose a half and looked like the dominant team in the first half. And then something changed, and we even said it at halftime. I don't know what's going on. Is it a defensive adjustment? And in the third and fourth quarter, it just seemed like this was not the same Rams offense.
Okay, there's a lot to get into, but just to put a very blunt tip on this to start, if anybody other than Sam Darnold is quarterbacking the Seahawks, is that game different?
Yeah, I think so. Giving them four picks,
interceptions,
4 turnovers, and still having a chance to win the game is a testament to your defense.
And not just the 4 turnovers, which obviously were killers, because all 4 of them felt like they were thrown directly to Rams defenders.
Yeah.
But Sua, take me through it. There was no sense of urgency from Darnold at the end of that game. There just never seemed until maybe the last 30 seconds that they were in any sort of hurry.
I think Seattle got a little pass happy, and Sam kind of was trying to play the confident, poised quarterback, energy where I'm not panicked. I know I'm getting beat up back here. I know I've thrown a few picks. I'm still the same guy, and it just wasn't working out. I feel like the Seahawks could have kept running the ball. They're having success, especially with Walker in the second half. But, yeah, it's weird because we saw both teams. We expected a physical run game, but both teams got a little pass happy today.
They really did. And you look at what the Rams did. They got Kyren Williams had 76 yards in the first half, like you were saying. They were hitting the Seahawks with a bunch of positive run plays. He only finished with 91. They really kind of went away from it along the way. You look, Kenneth Walker had 67 yards, but just a little bit over 4 yards a carry. It wasn't like he was incredibly productive. Matthew Stafford threw it 28 times. Sam Darnold threw it 44. That's a good sign for the Rams if Sam Darnold's throwing it 44 times.
Yeah, if they're going to throw against you and play to your strength, which is getting after the quarterback, then so be it. I said it a few times. You heat up Sam, he will give you a chance. He has the gunslinger mentality where he doesn't shy away from pressure. He thinks he can beat it, and today. He was on the bad side of that decision.
They got a ton of pressure on Sam Darnold today. Believe it or not, the game ends without an official sack on the board, but just merely getting close to him over and over again, that caused the 4 interceptions. And you look at, they finished with 19 points. They only scored 1 touchdown. They were inside the red zone 4 different times. They really only had the one. The other ones were clearly the Rams defense stiffened inside that 20-yard line. This is a defensive-first football team. I know that we've seen a couple of games where they were scoring 30 points and Matthew Stafford's chucking it all around, but they won the game today with their D. 1 touchdown in 4 quarters of football is outstanding.
You don't need to get a sack to necessarily affect the quarterback. Pressures do matter, and when you have a quarterback that's a gunslinger and he's feeling like he's getting hurried up, he decides, you know what, my first read is open. And that's just the conscious decision that they make before the play's even called, where if I'm getting heated up, this ball's getting out quick, and I'm going to trust my number one guy. I think you saw Sam relying a little bit too much on Jackson Smith and Jigba, and the Rams were leaning that safety that way. You got a few free, easy ones.
Every time it felt like the game was like, all right, the Seahawks have the momentum back. They get the ball back. They have 2 long drives at the end of the first half, sandwiched in between a 3-and-out for the Rams. They go right back out there to start the third quarter, and it feels like the Rams defense is incredibly fatigued, and Sam Darnold throws an interception.
Yeah.
The Rams don't take advantage of that. They turn around. Sam Darnold throws another interception. It just felt like every time Seattle had a chance to really kind of take advantage of the game, that's when Darnold, the bad version of Sam Darnold showed up, the good version if you're a Rams fan, and he kept giving the ball back to L.A.
With that interception to start the third quarter, that's when Puka had his fumble.
Yep.
So that was
right after that.
Almost the second play after that happened, and that was more just oh my gosh, the Rams going to do this?
And right after the Rams went for it on 4th down in the first quarter, gets stopped, and you're like, okay, that's a huge opportunity for the Seahawks to kind of interception right out of the gate.
The Seahawks from the second quarter to the halfway through the third quarter had 20 minutes of possession, while the Rams had 3. If you were to show me the time of possession sheet, just that, and ask me who won this ball game, I would say the Seahawks won this ball game, and they did it convincingly. It probably wasn't even close. So the fact that the Rams found a way to win a game the way they did when the offense isn't necessarily taking advantage of these turnovers, it's impressive.
So Morales is here with us as well, and Chris, I'm just saying, 14-3.
It's alive, baby. Now
play.
Here's the problem, though. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers scored 32 points today, losing to the Bills. 32 points. Rams defense has to our point. Is the Rams high-powered offense going to outscore the Bucs next Sunday night in prime time?
Okay, here's the difference. I hear what you're saying about Tampa, right? 32 points.
And Baker Mayfield's, I call him the headband for a reason. He is going to be lit up for Sunday Night Football in prime time.
The Rams defense is so much better than Buffalo's.
Absolutely. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But you have to control them. Because is this Rams offense that we just saw today going to score 45 points next Sunday night?
The Seahawks have one of the best defenses in the league. This was a very good, maybe not pretty win for the Rams.
It's a very ugly win, and most importantly, they didn't cover.
14-3. I know where your head.
They didn't cover the 3.5.
Here's what I figured out. You care about 2 things.
Don't drag me into this.
No, he cares about 14-3 and whether he picked with them or against them on the spread.
They were my 4 this week.
And then you care about your fantasy football.
Oh my gosh, this guy with his fantasy team. It's amazing.
Fantasy can ruin your Sunday if you invest too much emotions into it. So, I'm fine. I'm having a great time. This is amazing. Rams won.
Yes,
I can tell.
The 14-3 is still alive. We've got the Bucs next week. Then the Panthers, Cardinals.
Bucs are down right now, too.
No, they are. Lions, Seahawks, Falcons, Cardinals.
Falcons are atrocious.
So
Cardinals are atrocious.
If there's one loss still out there.
Are totally unpredictable.
Exactly. So one loss still out there.
Detroit, maybe Seattle up there.
I go Seattle up there.
Yeah.
As of right now, I go Seattle up there.
Yeah.
Ahead of Detroit coming here, what is that, in week 15?
And that might not even be something that we can control. The Rams at that point, the second time they play Seattle, might be sitting starters.
Well, though, see, I get an asterisk then. If they end up going, wait a minute, if they go 13-4 but are sitting guys, then I'm okay.
I agree.
You're going to count that?
I'm clean then.
So in the record book, it will say
asterisk,
13-4.
no, Matthew
asterisk
Stafford
for
didn't
Morales.
start.
Okay.
Although that beautiful, listen, Jimmy G, with that beautiful skin,
if he starts, he should win.
Look, you look at who they're playing at the end. It's going to be against the teams like Atlanta and Arizona. They
should be able to
They
beat
absolutely should not rest the starter when playing Atlanta, even if they have the first seed, because that pick matters.
That might be the top pick in the draft.
That if you beat them, that might decide if you have the third pick or the sixth pick.
It's very likely going to be a top 5 pick the way that Atlanta's gone. Of course, they made that trade on draft day to get there as well. Let's hear what you think about today's game. 877-710 ESPN. 877-710-3776. I want to go back to a pivotal moment. Inside of the 2 minutes, the Rams have a 3rd and 12. Under 2 minutes, they decide to throw the ball. They throw an incomplete pass. It saves. It stops the clock, obviously. It saves Seattle having to use a timeout. Were you surprised that McVey decided to throw in that situation?
No. McVey does not cease to surprise me at all when it comes to him throwing the football. If there's one thing I'm going to bet my bottom dollar on, if the Rams want to win a game or ice a game and put the game away, I doubt it will be on the ground.
That was one, watching it happen, watching it unfold. It's like, if they throw the ball here, they better complete this pass.
This
right?
sad Seattle fan walking by, holding up 4 for 4 interceptions.
It's too many.
That's too many interceptions.
Who lost?
And it wasn't like somebody
Is
made
this
a bunch
horseshoes,
of
young
plays.
man?
It wasn't like somebody went up and made a bunch of
Is
wild
this
plays.
horseshoes?
I think Sue is going to get a fight
right to him. He threw the ball right to
the ghost.
Morgan.
Listen, the Rams defense was the ghost whisperer, and Sam Darnold was singing ghost today again, as we know he does sometimes.
We had the Seahawks fans saying we almost won. We threw 4 picks.
By the way,
and we almost won.
So he's not wrong.
But
that is a scary thing.
Is this horseshoes?
Doesn't matter.
Or
It does
hand
not
grenades.
matter. If I almost missed a birdie putt, but it sunk, are people going to talk about me almost missing the birdie part? They're going to be like, he just birdied the last 3 holes in a row. I don't care how you need to frame it.
I know the Rams don't care. They are 8-2. They're on top of the NFC West, and depending on how tonight goes between Philadelphia and Detroit, they might be on top of the entire conference by the end of the night, which, of course, would mean a home game and a bye in the first round of the playoffs. Lots more to get to, including your phone calls, 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-3776. The Rams beat the Seahawks 21-19. More to get to on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN-only Rams Radio Network.
Some things are better live. That's why at Unified Financial Credit Union, we staff our call center with live Unified team members. So instead of this...
Sorry, there's no one available to take your call.
You get this.
This is John from Unify. How are you today?
So whether you need to move money, open a credit card, or take out an auto loan, you can connect live with a Unified team member in any state, 7 days a week. Unified Financial Credit Union. Connect your way. Now the official credit union of the Los Angeles Rams. Unified is an equal opportunity lender insured by NCUA.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
I'm pretty easy to shop for. If it's in Morongo, I'm good to go. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Shop till you drop. You can use your rewards points to shop top brands in our ballroom Black Friday, noon to 10 p.m. the 28th.
Number 2.
There's over $1 million in progressive jackpots at slots and table games.
And the number 1 reason.
Bret Michaels Rock the World Tour, November 21st, only at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
It's game on at Albertsons and Vons. Look for the Game On tags throughout the store, buy participating items, and score a game play. Go to your Vons or Albertsons app to exchange your game plays for a chance to win great prizes like groceries for a year. Free groceries will be paid out in Albertsons Company's gift cards. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 plus. Place available until December 9th. Game ends and redemptions must be made by December 14, 2025. Rules, terms, and conditions. NPN for entries and eligibility at albertsonsorvons.com/Game On SoCal. Sponsor Albertsons Companies, Inc.
It's another exciting game day for Rams fans, and on game days, it's all about more. More action, more noise, and more savings. That's right, Rams fans save up to 35 cents per gallon on game days with a fuel rewards program from Shell. That means you can keep your tailgates going all season long. So don't drop the ball on saving more at the pump. Download the app, join the fuel rewards program, and take your savings all the way to the end zone. Terms and conditions apply. Visit www.fuelrewards.com/Rams for full offer details.
Your LA Rams are back for another can't-miss matchup this Sunday, November 23rd, as Matthew Stafford and the Rams face off against Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers in an epic Sunday night showdown under the primetime lights of SoFi Stadium. You don't want to miss watching the electricity of Sunday night primetime football with playoff implications on the line. To secure your tickets for this primetime matchup, visit therams.com/TB. Again, that is therams.com/TB. Get your tickets now. We'll see you at the Rams house.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams, the home of Rams football. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down today at SoFi. Week 11 NFL Sunday is a final.
We react right now on the Rams postgame show, live from Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino Park Party and Play.
Now live from Hollywood Park Casino, back to Travis and Sua right now.
Rams on top of the NFC West. They are 8-2 after a very, very exciting 21-19 win against the Seattle Seahawks. You heard Davante Adams coming in right there. He caught the 1,000th pass of his NFL career. It actually ended up in a touchdown pass. Not Davante's best game, which we'll talk about in just a couple of seconds. Also, your phone calls right around the corner, 877-710-ESPN. But first, we are here at Hollywood Park Casino, and as always, Morales is with the people.
So, Trav, here's the thing. This Seahawks fan, this gutless Seahawks fan who was walking by giving Sua crap, now he walked up here and he wants to give, and I applaud. So this guy, Chris Peterson, he flew in from Seattle. He's one of those.
Road game.
So, Chris, you're looking right at Sua right now. Go ahead.
First of all, congratulations to the Rams for the win and Davante Adams for his thousands. That's exciting stuff. When I see a Seahawks team throw 4 interceptions and a Rams team that almost lost, I have a hard time applauding the Rams for that effort. I think what they did is they didn't mess it up, and congratulations for that. But really, the Seahawks beat themselves today, right? You could have with 4 turnovers. There's no reason this should have been even a close.
Do defenders play defense and make plays? So if a defense is locking down your second best player, is that the Seahawks beating themselves or the Rams defense playing better than yours?
Scott, I mean, that's a good point, Chris. I called you Scott for some reason. But that's a good point, Chris. What do you think about that?
I want you to tell me anytime that there's been 4 turnovers and a game that close, your offense wasn't doing their job. Our defense was. Our offense wasn't doing our job, and your defense was. You got it done. But if we had 4 turnovers, would this game have been this close? Absolutely not.
The Cleveland Browns are currently, I don't know if that game is over, but they.
Yeah, I think it's over.
They are. I think they lost that game.
They lost that game.
And they had 6 sacks today and 2 picks. So it's not the Ravens beating themselves. It's the Cleveland Browns having one of the best defenses in the NFL.
I'm looking here at the standings, and they have wins and losses. That's it. That's what they count. And they counted a win for the Rams and a loss for the Seahawks. Do I have it right?
Yes, sir, you did.
Okay, that's important because as I look at this, at the top of the NFC, it says number 1, Los Angeles Rams, and they've added the 8th win. So I believe that's what they're counting.
And it's a good thing we weren't debating that because I would definitely lose that argument. I guess my point is 4 turnovers and you almost lost. I have a hard time celebrating that. I would say that was more of a loss for the Seahawks than it was a win for the Rams.
I would say, that's fair, but I would say the Rams defense played well and the Rams offense did not play well today. So we can't play we beat ourselves because both offenses did not play well. The Rams defense played better than Seattle's.
Chris,
today.
do you know this gutless Seahawks fan in this Seahawks suit over here? What is that? Anyway, Chris, what's going to happen in Seattle when the Rams go up there in a few weeks?
I think it'll be a great battle, and I think if we can not turn the ball over, I think it's going to be a whole different ballgame. You're going to see the shootouts that we've seen in Arizona and other teams this season. I think it's going to be a whole different ballgame. However, if Darnold gets his happy feet going and he starts dumping the ball off to the wrong people, you know what? It's anybody's game.
Seeing some ghosts.
Good job, Chris. Fly
Thanks,
safe back
Chris.
to Seattle.
Appreciate that.
Now, hold on. Now we got to get this Seahawks fan, this gutless Seahawks fan in a Seahawks suit.
Gutless.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Nick. How you doing?
Beautiful. You from Seattle, too?
Originally, yes.
Oh, but you're from L.A.?
Well, I live in L.A.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway.
It don't
So
matter.
what happened with your Seahawks today, bro?
Well, it was a very good game. You can't expect to win a game when you have 4 turnovers. In any aspect of any game.
So this other gentleman from Seattle said it was the Seahawks that lost and not so much the Rams that won. How do you feel? Rams won this game.
They did win the game by the score. but they're not going to feel happy about it. They had 4 turnovers given to them. They barely won. They could have lost the game on the last second. So
a lot of could have.
You can't
a
be happy
lot.
about
I feel like I'm surrounded by SEC fans and all these hypotheticals.
I have a question before he
How can
leaves.
you be happy about that?
I have a question before he leaves.
Emily wants to ask you a question.
Do you get this suit dry cleaned? How do you take care of this suit when you're not wearing it? Does it go in the corner?
Dry clean.
This
You're
was a Goodwill
Absolutely.
find.
I wear it to a game, then I go dry clean it, and then I bring it back.
All right,
Do
good
they
job.
love it?
Take care, sir.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Take
They
the rest
probably
of
don't
the day
have to
off.
give you a ticket. They probably just see it when it
Oh,
goes by
there's
on
that
the
guy.
little rotating
Hey,
thing.
we
There's
are
the-
in
there's the
California,
Seahawks
right?
suit
We're in
again.
California.
He's from Seattle, he said.
All these hypotheticals, it's sounding like
Listen,
SEC fans. It's
Look
ridiculous.
at the line coming into Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party of Play, by the way. A lot of Rams fans coming in. The question will be, will they have the passion and energy to call out those scumbag Seahawks today?
Thought we weren't doing scumbags.
I did
anymore.
scumbag. I'll do scumbag for the postgame show.
Oh, okay.
By the way, my scumbag of the week award goes to Sam Darnold.
Not if you're a Rams fan. He was a hero.
Yeah, but he's an SC guy.
What
He's
does
not
that
playing
mean?
quarterback very well.
Hey, Chris.
What does that mean? He's an SC guy. Why is he a scumbag if he's an SC guy?
That's my point, is we should see better from our
Oh,
SC
okay,
guys.
okay.
That was my
SC
point.
quarterbacks not named Carson Palmer have had
Hey, Chris,
a
I think your
long
shoes
run.
would go really well with that guy's suit, by the way. I think you guys should make a trade.
These are the pickleball Skechers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The pickleball Skechers.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Trav, we will report more from the crowd later on.
All right, more coming up from the crowd in just a little bit. Let's talk about Davante Adams, who we mentioned had his 1,000th career reception. It was a touchdown pass, but Davante Adams, that was the only catch he had all day. He was targeted 8 times, 1 catch for a touchdown along the way. And according to Lindsey Theory from ESPN, he was very frustrated coming in, said he wanted to delete his game tape, and that was not the Davante Adams that we've seen for the last month or so.
You want to know what's funny is that Davante Adams essentially did the very same thing A.J. Brown just did, but in a completely different manner. It was playful. It's not dramatic. It isn't about me. Like, I'm just going to address it now in a playful way and just move on. Like, I wish I could delete this film. Like, hey, it ain't good enough. I don't know what the hell was going on today, but a good team
couple
win.
of drops, too, and one in particular on a ball that could have kept the drive going.
And it was on the
way.
money.
And it was a really good throw. Matthew Stafford did not have his best game. Obviously, we've seen him just kind of be operating at the highest levels for the last few weeks. That was not the case today. Just barely better than 50%, 15 out of 28, 130 yards. But most importantly, he didn't throw it to anybody in a Seahawks uniform.
And that is a top 5 defense for the Seahawks.
Yes.
That is a very good defense. And let's just not say that it was Matthew Stafford not being as good as he was, because they were very tough. They covered it well, and he had not as many options as he usually has.
And that's my exact logic on what these hypothetical fans are saying with the, if we don't throw, but you did. And the defense was there and made the plays.
And the Rams didn't.
And the Rams didn't. So it's like, when do you give the credit? Like, this is what I hate about this being playing defense
This is why
in
they
the
keep
NFL.
score. This is why score is important.
But
whoever gets more points wins the game, not whoever could have had more points.
This is why
It's how many points you score.
If I have a son, he's playing offense, because nobody cares if you tackle. Nobody cares if you're a defender and you're mean and you knock the snot out of people. They only care about if you score touchdowns and catch the ball and do a little dance. Like, they only care about that type of stuff.
Touchdowns are pretty good. Let's go back amongst the people. What do you got, Morales?
Now, Trav, I'm with Scott in Thousand Oaks, who was at the game. Now, Scott, you're a P1 of ESPN LA here in Los Angeles, our flagship radio station of the Rams Radio Network. You're a big Travis Rogers fan. When you're scoring at home, do you call him Sweet T or T-Raj?
Oh, T-Raj, every day of the week.
There you go. Thank you, Scott.
The T-Raj guy.
I like
Not a
them
sweet-
both.
I don't know too many Sweet T guys.
I like them both. Well, Sweet Tea goes back to a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but we still call him Sweet T. Anyway, Scott, how was the game today for you?
The game was fantastic. This is my brother's first visit to SoFi. He's never been to an NFL game before, so I'm
you're a
glad
great
he
brother.
shared it with him today. And it was awesome that the Rams won. Go Rams.
Just barely, though. Just barely.
Well, it was tough. I mean, the defense couldn't have played any better
Thank you.
whatsoever.
Thank you.
Offense a little shoddy at points, you could say the least.
That's a really good team. Seattle has a really good defense. To score
man, they
21
stink.
points, they took care of business against a good team today. This is a good win. I know it wasn't what they did to the Niners where they scored 42 points, but they beat a really good team today. I'm thrilled.
Now, Scott, here's the thing. I had a 14-3 prediction before the season began. I told Les Snead to his face, 14-3. What's the one loss that's still out there for the Rams?
This season?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing? You think I'm going to be able to contain it with just 15-2? I had to do the math in my head quickly. 15-2? 15-2.
It was one number.
I'll give them 15-2. In Seattle, it's going to be tough when they go there. So, the way they played today, if they can actually show some offensive production more than what was shown today, they'll win that. If not, and they have to play, they can't get 4 interceptions again. I mean, maybe. But at the same time, Seattle, come on, 12th man. Got to give it up for them. Great game. Tough place to play. Like I said, if it's a loss, it's a lot. But 15-2, I'm all for it.
There we go, Scott. You're a good
Thanks,
man.
Scott.
Scott's going to take a picture with Sweet Tea here. Oh, no.
We're going to do that for sure. T-Rod, Sweet Tea, they'll all be there.
Okay.
They'll all be there.
All right.
Whoever wants the pictures. Lots more of your phone calls coming up next. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-3776. We'll talk about some of that upcoming schedule. And this, I don't know if we're giving enough credit to how good Seattle's defense is. I want to come back and talk about that, too, because what the Rams did then today, it's only the 3rd time it's happened all season long. This makes number 4, actually. We'll give you that number in just a second. It's all coming up on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Sports fans, get ready for game day. Whether it's sliders, wings, chips, or salsa, Stella Rosa wines are the perfect pairing for all your favorite game day bites. This semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine is best served chilled, making every sip as refreshing as a game-winning play. Grab a couple of bottles next time you're at the store and make your game day even sweeter. Nothing beats a cold glass of Stella Rosa while rooting for your team. Please celebrate responsibly.
Officer, can I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe? I only paid for it.
Whoa.
Right? I'm not in trouble, am I?
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end December 1st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
You can swipe left, you can swipe right, but when it comes to real talk about dating, Mason and Ireland are always a match.
You think that young people should meet more people IRL?
So I'm a big believer in IRL, but I would have loved to have a crack at the apps. I think the apps would have been really, really fun. Obviously, 20 years I've been with one, but I think I would have had some fun, John. Would you have had fun on the apps?
I'm glad. Lisa and I talk about it all the time. Michael, aren't you glad you don't have to date in 2025? The idea of going out and dating at my age, I would hate.
At our age, that wouldn't be so bad. Look at The Bachelor.
The Golden Bachelor.
Yeah. Catch the OGs of LA Sports Talk, Mason and Ireland, weekdays from noon to 3 on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
It is Chris Morales, and what a week it was on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We're ready to do it again Monday morning at 7 a.m. USC wins in a rock fight against Iowa. Lakers basketball and Rams Seahawks. The battle in Inglewood will be all over. And of course, tomfoolery and hijinks, fun and frivolity for your Monday morning. Is it going to be raining? Either way, we'll get you through it. Don't miss the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Monday morning, 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. It's presented by Pachanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction,
and you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino.
Hello, this is Puka Nacua of your LA Rams, the home of Rams football. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down today at SoFi. Week 11 NFL Sunday is a final.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party and Play. We react right now with Travis and Sua, the Rams postgame show. Your reaction at 877-710-ESPN.
You're listening to the Rams postgame show.
This is the Rams postgame show. Now live from Hollywood Park Casino. Back to Travis and Sua right now.
Rams on top of the NFC West at 8-2 after a 21-19 win against the Seattle Seahawks. And let's just get straight to this number because you said it too. Everybody wants to talk about who scored, who threw this, that, and the next thing. The fact of the matter is the Seahawks are really good. The Seahawks have given up 20 or more points coming into today 3 times. One of those was 20. The other one was 22, and the Rams got to 21 today. The difference is the Rams found, and then they give up a big number to Tampa along the way. But this is not just a good defense. This is one of the best defenses in football. You're not going to score 45 points on this team.
No, if my Seahawks just didn't throw 4 picks, then we don't lose this game. And if we score more touchdowns than you do, then we win.
And one other good thing in the feather in the cap of the Rams defense is that they didn't allow a first half touchdown by the Seahawks for the first time all season. And they had the most first half points per game of the entire league. And they kept them, to 9 points in the first half?
They scored 1 touchdown. The Rams defense, and look, Matthew Stafford might win the MVP. Today is a great example of how you win the MVP. Even though you didn't light it up, win the game, stay on top. They're now, at least competing for that number 1 seed overall. The Rams are a defensive-first football team. We've been talking about this all season long, Sue, about how good this team is. And, yes, Stafford is operating at a different level, and you got Davante Adams, who's a game changer. They gave up 1 touchdown today. Yeah. If you give up 1 touchdown in an NFL game, you're almost always going to win.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused why every Seahawks fan we're interviewing is talking about how the Seahawks beat themselves. I'm like, what? Did you not watch the defensive masterclass take place? Sam Darnold, even though they didn't get a sack, he was running for his life. He did not have time, and when he hit that back foot, there was a hand in his face, which is why he threw so many picks. It wasn't like Sam was just like, I threw a floater that overthrew a wide-open receiver and a post safety caught it. No, nobody was open on all 4 interceptions.
It was a really interesting way to close out the game, too, because the Rams had a couple of opportunities with possessions in the fourth quarter to score again. Even a field goal all of a sudden puts the onus on Seattle having to score a touchdown on both of their possessions to win that game. Instead, they can't get any scores. The Rams offense was unable to put the game away, and the Rams defense did.
And they showed you that again, because we saw it week 1 when we played the Texans, that this defense can win games for this offense. This offense does not need to go nuclear and score 4 to 5 touchdowns each week for his team to be competitive. They can put up 10 points and have a serious chance to win the game, if not have a chance to go on a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter. That's what makes championship
And they only had to move the ball. By the way, that punt by Ethan Evans at the end of the game was crazy.
There's
it went out inside the 1.
Anybody that ever says there's no such thing as the perfect punt,
they're wrong.
Shut up and watch that.
Yeah, we just saw the perfect punt.
And they haven't had to kick a field goal since they've had Mevis.
Yeah.
They've had it for 2 weeks. They haven't.
Well, I wouldn't say they haven't had to kick a field goal.
They've chosen not to.
You guys, if they didn't go for these touchdowns, though, they wouldn't have won the game.
No, I hear you, but I think it's almost this thing where you just keep, we just won't. Eventually, you're going to be on a part of the field with the distance in an unfavorable situation where you're going to have to try. And today wasn't the day.
Look at the Lions, though. They're so aggressive. They barely punt. They go for it.
That's Dan Campbell. It's 4th and 7 on their own 20, and Dan's like this.
But I honestly think that they're adopting that kind of mentality.
I don't think
they're adopting it I think they're adopting it out of necessity much more than
for the last 3 weeks. It's been 4th down, and Stafford has done this.
Yeah.
not even looking at Sean to see if there's huddle up. We're going for it.
And I think this kind of comes back to where we started this segment, which is the defense allows you to be ultra aggressive like that because you're not worried about, hey, if we don't score a bunch of touchdowns, we're not going to be able to win this game. That you can make a decision here or there knowing that your defense is going to be as good as this defense is because while they did pin them on basically the 1-inch line at the end of the game there, they only needed to drive it about 50 yards. They didn't need to go 99 yards. They only needed to move it into about that 60-yard range because Jason Myers, the Seattle Kicker, he made a 57-yarder early in the game with ease. Mm-hmm. He's made a 60-yarder in his career previously, and they got it to about the midfield line for him to try a 61-yarder again. He just missed it. That Rams defense didn't have to defend 99 yards. They had to hold them about to where – that was about as close as you could let them get, and they stood tall.
This Rams team reminds me of those Big Ben Steelers teams where they just, you knew if Big Ben was having a bad game that the defense was just going to keep giving him chances. It didn't matter. Troy Polamalu was going to find a way to give him a chance. Ike Taylor, they just had the defense to make it happen. this Rams defense is giving me similar vibes where it's like, hey, if Stafford needs a half to warm up, it's like the defense goes, okay, no, we got it.
Take your
we
time.
got it. Take your time.
We
got you. We got you.
They certainly did today. Let's try our first phone call today. What do we got, Em?
Anthony and Pomona. Anthony, what you got?
Hey, I got Davante Adams. Okay, some passes weren't perfect to him, but he's got to make some of them catches. He has to. And also Corum. Why Sean McVey kept on handing the ball off to Corum when Williams had the hot hand.
Well, I think that Davante Adams, that your criticism of Davante Adams is fair. I think he would tell you the same thing. I mean, Davante Adams had one catch for 1 yard. It was a touchdown, and his frustration after the game was evident. The difference is they won the game.
Yep.
This was look. It's Davante Adams. He's going to be fine. I don't really worry about him. Did he have? I don't want to necessarily say a bad game. Did he have a non-Davante Adams game? 100% yes.
Yeah, and I'll be critical of him. He's had a few drops this year where it's like, okay, Tay, we're accustomed to seeing you bring that in easily a few times. There's been week in and week out, we've seen at least one drop where we're like, that's not very characteristic of the Hall of Famer. But I'm sure he's not having his head down. He'll take the win. He'll take his 1,000th catch, and he'll take an 8-2 record.
Blake Corum did not have a great day today. 8 carries, 10 yards, and it just never felt – Kyren Williams had a couple of nice runs early, but they were never able to really get that run game going in the second half at all. And especially with a lead like that, you would have figured that might have been where they emphasized their offense.
I felt like they should have kept running. I knew that Seahawks were going to have a ton of trouble defending the run if they were going to stay small. If they were going to keep an extra DB on the field, take what they're giving you and run the ball until they stop it. And I kind of feel like the Rams – gave up on the run game early and just went pass happy in the second half.
I think that's why they can't choke away games, because we've had this a past couple of weeks where they've come out to a large lead, they let the other team back in, even if it isn't totally close, it gets too close for comfort. It's because they don't have enough of a trust in their running game to bleed clock and to get first downs in the running.
It's an interesting point, and I wonder if it's they don't have enough trust in it, or it's what you've said, Sue, which is just
McVey.
McVey is McVey, and I'm going to throw it. It's not that I don't trust you. It's like the scorpion and the frog, right? I'm a scorpion. I have to do this thing. Yeah. Scorpions sting frogs, and Sean McVey throws the ball. Hey. Even if the running game is working, I'm going to throw the ball. I'm Sean McVey.
I'm vetted in this game because our head coach for the USC Trojans is Lincoln Riley, and he likes to pass the ball. So there's plenty of times where we're like, just run, and I know we're going to pass. So it's the same with Sean. As much as he can have all the success in the world in the run game, he wants to put the ball in the air.
All right, we're going to check in with some more people here at Hollywood Park Casino. Rams fans are starting to fill it up. More of your phone calls as well, 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-3776. I want to talk about the injury to Quentin Lake. And, of course, we're going to hear from that man, Sean McVey. That's coming up in just a little bit. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the ESPN LA Rams radio network.
Hi, this is Sean McVey of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma Brands radio station.
All of that coming up next, right here on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams radio network.
It's Evan Cohen. So, do we really think I stole the word dynastic from George Sedano? Really? Is that what Sedano's saying? That Sedano and Smalls both think I stole that word? Sedano is the one who invented the word dynastic. Anyway, have a beautiful weekend. Be safe in the rain in the Southland. You know your place Monday morning for all the football talk. Canty will have something to say about the Lakers as well. Is Unsportsmanlike with Evan Canty and Michelle, 3 to 7 a.m. before Sedano and Cap and the morning show. How's the divorce, Cap? We'll see you Monday morning on ESPN LA.
Sedano and Cap have taken over Morning Drive, and the Cappy Lappy has taken over Crypto.com Arena.
Is the Cappy Lappy out? Is the video out? It was a good one. The best part I couldn't believe it was my first Cappy Lappy. I got to be honest with you. We're walking down the baseline, and there's this really beautiful woman. I mean, drop dead, crazy gorgeous. And she's sitting with a guy, and she's got on a giant diamond ring. We're like, hey, how you doing? And then she's like, wait, don't go anywhere. Can I take a picture with you? And I'm like, wait, you want to take a picture with me? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, this is so hot. She and I hooked it up. We took a picture. Then everybody was stopping us. Everybody wanted to get in on the Cappy Lappy. This thing has caught fire.
The morning show with Sedano and Cap every weekday morning starting at 7 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube. DeMarco and Travis, talking the latest sports and setting the latest viral trends.
My kids inform me that it's not just 6-7 now, it's 4-1.
We're just putting any numbers together
so
and
they just do a thing. I think it's probably, we should do our own just at 7-10.
7-1.
Wait, what was your number?
That's 75.
Okay,
we're
7-5.
7-5.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis, weekdays at 3 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Hi, this is Kobe Turner of your LA Rams, the home of Rams football, LA's mega sports station 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down today at SoFi. Week 11 NFL Sunday is a final.
We react right now on the Rams postgame show, live from Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino Park Party and Play.
Now live from Hollywood Park Casino, back to Travis and Sua right now.
21-19, the final score. The Rams beat the Seahawks. Up next, a little Sunday night football action right here at SoFi Stadium. A week from today, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming to town. I believe it's an Aaron Donald bobblehead night as well. So should be another great one at SoFi Stadium in a week. The Rams escape, win, close, tight, whatever you want to call it, but they get a win. They're now 8-2, and on top of not just the division, but they are on top of the conference as well.
Top of the NFL, I think.
Yeah, if Philly loses to Detroit tonight, then the Rams will be the number one seed in the NFC. If Philly wins, obviously Philly would have the tiebreaker over the Rams.
It's a big game.
It's a very, very big game. We are here at Hollywood Park Casino for the Rams postgame show, and as always, Morales is with the people. What do you got, Chris?
You know, there are so many scumbag Seahawk fans in this building, and they're wearing their necklaces. Take off your necklaces, Seahawk fans. You lost. Anyway, Michael from Mission Viejo's here. He's a P1 of ESPN LA.
Excellent.
Our flagship radio station on the radio network. He's also a morning show mongrel, so that makes me happy. Michael, did you get that jersey just for today? Because it was the Midnight Blue edition.
Oh, I had to get it. You know, when they announced it, I had to get it. Black just hits different.
Oh, it does hit. Sua,
yes,
it hits different. Yeah.
Once
I've
you
been
go black,
told.
You can't go back. I think that's what they say.
I've also been
Once
told.
you go black, you can't go back.
I've also been told that as well.
Okay, thank you. Now, do you feel a little nervous? 4 interceptions, and it still was really, really close.
I mean, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I was screaming 5 for Sam. Every time Sam threw the ball, he didn't want to throw the ball. He kept handing it off. I was like, Sam, give this number 5. So I had full confidence that he couldn't do anything with the ball, to be honest.
Now, I have a 14-3 prediction. I told you this on week 1. We are still intact.
Yes, sir.
What is the loss that is still out there for the rest of the season?
I mean, Detroit's always tough. We gotta get over that hurdle. We still have yet to beat Detroit, but I think this year's the year.
You come into the game next Sunday night?
I gotta come out because every time I come out to you guys, we get that W.
Plus, it's Aaron Donald bobblehead night.
I know. I gotta come out.
Okay,
I'll be here.
All right, Michael. Thank you for coming by. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for having me.
Travis?
Yes.
What are you worried about? Because I keep calling the Seahawks fan. Oh, there they are. Those gutless Seahawk fans. Back to you, Trav.
Thank you, Chris. I completely forgot what I was going to talk about after the latest assault on the Seahawks fans. No, going back to what he was talking about and Sam Darnold wanting to throw the Sam Darnold is exactly why you should be thrilled as a Rams fan to have Matthew Stafford. There's tiers to this stuff, right? There is
levels to this thing.
Bad, which you have no chance.
Yeah.
It's okay. Then there's, hey, this guy's pretty good.
There's average.
As long as everything else is doing what it's supposed to do.
So you're average. Then.
And then there's, hey, some of the stuff ain't working, but I need you to do something right now.
Yes.
And that's where Matthew Stafford lives.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford lives in that tier.
And Drake May.
And Drake May right now, too, where these guys that, hey, I just need you to make a play because you're great at this, and even if there's pressure on all these other things, can you do that? Sam Darnold is decidedly not in that group, and if that game had gone another 30 seconds, he probably would have thrown a 5th interception.
Yeah, it's just – there's not a lot of great quarterbacks around the league, and it's not a slight to Sam, who's played really well this year. I mean, it's going to happen. You're going to have games like this where you're like, oh, boy. It's just one of those days at the office. So no knock to Sam. The Seahawks are still very much in playoff contention, very much one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL and in the NFC. But you got to cherish these moments with Matthew Stafford because he just shows you at his age, you cannot find experience. You can't buy experience. And when the moments get tight and the offense isn't necessarily scoring, who can you trust to have the ball in your hands? Obviously, we saw you cannot – well, I'm not going to say you can't trust Darnold, but you would rather have that veteran experience.
You don't have faith that it's going to work out.
Yeah.
It might, but you don't have that assumption. And when you've got that quarterback combined with the head coach that knows how to utilize the quarterback, that's when you go to another level. Speaking of the head coach, let's check in with Sean McVey, who spoke with JB and Maurice Jones-Drew after the 21-19 win. All right, maybe we'll check in with them coming up in just a little bit. We'll get that interview with Sean McVey queued up, and we'll have it for you in a second. But the other thing that's so scary about and Matthew Stafford, 37 years old, playing at a high level, maybe the best football that we've seen him play in a very long time. But it also, you have no idea what's coming next. You could have, like, they may have a very high draft pick with what they have in the Atlanta Falcons. They got the Falcons #1 pick. Another loss today. But you have no idea when you draft a quarterback whether you're getting Peyton Manning or whether you're getting Jamarcus Russell or Ryan Leaf or any of these other, or maybe you're getting Sam Darnold, who's okay. He's you're Baker Mayfield, pretty good, but it's not transcendent the way that it is with a guy like Stafford.
It's not, and Sam Darnold and Stafford are both gunslingers. The difference is that Stafford is a gunslinger that doesn't take stupid risks. Like it's the confidence of, I can make any single throw you need me to make. This side of the field, this side, deep ball, short, accurate, I can do it all. But I'm also not going to solely rely on my arm talent. I think Sam Darnold still hasn't gotten past that part of the game.
You know what the difference is when a guy like Matthew Stafford makes a bad throw, throws an interception. It's never because they freaked out.
Like, what the heck? What are you doing?
It was a bad decision. I mean, maybe I put the ball in the wrong place, but it's never because it just got big and fast, and I don't know what the heck's going on.
We saw that today on the first fourth down failed conversion when Stafford's rolling out and he's trying to get it to him, and he dirts it, and he looks over the sideline, and McVay's looking at him. He goes,
"Yeah,
like, no, I got
I'm good.
Hey, I got it. That's on me." That comes back out and like it never even happened. You don't see that from younger guys.
Let's go to McVay again. He's the head coach of the Rams after the win.
Back inside SoFi, the Rams are in first place, 21-19 over the Seattle Seahawks, joined now by the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay. Congratulations on a hard-fought rivalry win and on being in first place in the NFC West.
Yeah, what an unbelievable job by our defense. Started off well offensively, got into a lull, but the turnovers and then Ethan Evans being able to put them on the 1 yard line, and then I'm just so proud of this football team, and I'm proud of us finding different ways to win. We'll never take it for granted. You know what I mean? Hey. 1,000th correct. Yeah, that's a great job, though, man. We needed that. I was talking to Devontae, sorry. But you know what? What a blessing to be able to learn from it. And hats off to their defense. They did a great job. We weren't able to really get into the rhythm that we're accustomed to, but we're never going to apologize for how you win. And I love this group. I love the resilience. And, defense carried the way today. What an awesome job by them.
I was going to say that the Seattle Seahawks defense, they had a beat early, but you had some big runs. What did you guys see throughout the week to kind of get some of those big runs that
they were matching us in a lighter personnel grouping, and you got to be able to make them pay. And, credit to them. I think we had like 3 snaps in the second quarter, and it was just it was hard. And then we got ourselves, we were not very efficient on early downs, and we got ourselves into some negative positions, and they feast on that kind of stuff. And hey, it's going to be a great learning opportunity for us to go back to the drawing board, see where we can clean it up, and hey, how do we move forward is what I'm most interested in. But great job by the guys.
Sean, you mentioned it along the way there. The Ethan Evans punt inside the 1. The Rams could be undefeated if not for some miscues in the third phase. How good does it feel to come away with a special teams triumph today?
I'm really proud of that group, and I'm proud of our football team as a whole because it took every single play, but obviously defensively, to be able to get the 4 interceptions was just so key and critical. I thought it was awesome that we were to make all of our extra points. And, had a couple conversions that we missed out on. But, hey, no style points in this league. We'll take it.
That's right. Thank you very much, Sean McVay.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that's McVay after the 21-19 win against Seattle. You know what I might take away from that is that Sean McVay does not have an off switch. that when Devontae is coming by, hey, 1,000 catch, we need that one today. It was a really big, it's literally the only catch he had, but he knew the number, and he never stops hyping his guys. And I don't think it's anything other than 100% authentic. I think he really is that hype. I think he is that enthusiastic. He's that loaded of energy, but it feels like when he goes to Starbucks to order a coffee, you're getting that same kind of energy.
For those that don't know Coach McVey's night routine, every night when he goes home, right before he walks through the door, I believe his missus shoots him in the back of the neck with a tranquilizer. That's the only thing that shuts off his brain to go to sleep that night, because he does not stop. This is who he is. That's how he is. It's not fake, as you said. It's been this way.
There is an enormous difference between what he is with that genuine, authentic enthusiasm and guys that are always hyped because they're trying to hype you up.
Yeah.
That's like, dude, just leave me alone. But when there's someone else
at Brian Kelly.
There you go.
Yeah.
When there's that, and then there's just, this guy is just being himself, but he's bringing everyone along with him. It's totally different.
Since 2016, Coach McVey has been that exact guy. When he was the OC, walking through warm-up lines, shaking everybody's hand, saying, let's have a day, and he knew everybody's first name. It's not an act. It's not an act, and that's the only reason why guys buy in, because we can tell when you're full of it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's fake, and you're trying to manufacture some type of energy. He doesn't need to do that.
All right, he mentioned that special teams unit. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit about the Rams player of the game after the 21-19 win against the Seattle Seahawks. It's all coming up on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Hey, it's me, your heart valve. The blood flowing thing in your heart. Ooh, hear that? The whole stadium's cheering for heart valve screenings? Detecting heart valve disease is super important, especially if you're over 65. It's deadly if you don't treat it. That's right. Boo! Heart valve disease! Boo! Good news is, early detection saves lives. Go to listentoyourvalves.com and get screened for heart valve disease. Oh, and go Rams!
When it comes to unique experiences, pick TickPick. They're picking the official fan experience partner of the Los Angeles Rams with no hidden fees ever. So pick TickPick for your chance to enjoy an all-exclusive experience at the TRD Pro Club at SoFi Stadium every game. A chance to experience the national anthem on the field, or the opportunity to spend time with friends and family on the field pregame or postgame. Don't let fees get between you and a great game day. Download the TickPick app and enjoy the best experiences supporting your Los Angeles Rams this year.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Your LA Rams are back for another can't-miss matchup this Sunday, November 23rd, as Matthew Stafford and the Rams face off against Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers in an epic Sunday night showdown under the primetime lights of SoFi Stadium. You don't want to miss watching the electricity of Sunday night primetime football with playoff implications on the line. To secure your tickets for this primetime matchup, visit therams.com/TB. Again, that is therams.com/TB. Get your tickets now. We'll see you at the Rams house.
Coach, the energy out there felt different. What changed for the team today?
It was the new game day scratchers from the California Lottery. Players everything. Those games sent the team's energy through the roof.
Are you saying it was the off-field play that made the difference on the field?
Hey, a little play makes your day, and today, it made the game. That's all for now.
Coach, one more question.
Play the new Los Angeles Rams scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase, play, or claim.
Hey, Rams fans. We've teamed up with Bloom Ranch to ensure we have the healthiest fans in the league. That's why we're committed to delivering some of the freshest fruits and veggies to your door. And here's the best part. The first 100 boxes are on us. That's right. We're giving away the first 100 boxes. After that, enjoy 30% off on your first box upon signing up at www.bloomranchofacton.com and enter promo code ThankYouRams. There are no fans like Rams fans. Winning and getting healthier together is the real flex. So hurry. This offer won't last forever. Follow Bloom Ranch on IG and share how you're getting healthier using hashtag BloomRamFit.
Hi, this is Steve Avila of your LA Rams, the home of Rams football. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down today at SoFi. Week 11 NFL Sunday is a final.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party and Play. We react right now with Travis and Sue at the Rams postgame show. Your reaction at 877-710-ESPN.
You're listening to the Rams postgame show.
This is the Rams postgame show. Now live from Hollywood Park Casino. Back to Travis and Sua right now.
Playing my song right there. I know it now. So they're not sneaking it by me. I know that song every single time.
Now you got to learn the song.
Well, it's
a great song.
It's by that one guy that I really like.
Slide
by Calvin Harris is what it's called.
Like this. I might.
No, I don't think I'm going to do that. 21-19, the final score. The Rams beat the Seahawks. Right now, it is time for the player of the game, which is driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers. It's the Here and Now sales event. The clock is ticking. Don't wait to grab a deal on a new Toyota. We make it easy. Who do you want to give the player of the game to? You could give it to Cam Kitchens, who had a pair. You want to give?
Kitchens.
Okay, can I throw another one in there? You are a safety. He had a couple of picks.
Now.
How about Ethan Evans for that punt?
Yeah, that did, quote unquote, technically win the game.
It pinned them as deep as you can pin a team.
It won the game because you could have kicked it out of bounds. They started at the 20, much easier to go 35 yards in a minute and 10 seconds that way. So technically you won the game.
Cam Kitchens is probably the right call.
I'm going Cam Kitchens.
2 interceptions. Emmanuel Forbes had another one.
Forbes had a
great
game.
You said he had a couple. You mentioned it about halfway through the third quarter. You thought he had a pretty good game today.
Yeah, he played well. He covered well down the field. They were attacking him. With both receivers. He did well. And then there was a play in the run game in particular where he's about 175 pounds. Tops.
Yeah.
Soaking wet with his shoulder pads and helmet on.
Yeah.
And he got his face dirty in the run game. And I don't know if he meant to do it on purpose, but he threw his helmet in the mix. And I'm like, okay, Forbes throwing that 170 around.
Look, man, okay, so let's talk about that for a second because Forbes did make that nice play. But there were a couple of plays where Puka had the ball today. And by the way, Puka fumbled for the first time in his NFL career today, but he made up for it with some really nice plays down the stretch. I don't think I want to be the guy that has to put my face in there against Puka Nacua. That man is running with purpose.
Yeah, it must suck to be a cornerback, and he catches the ball with 8 yards of space. It must suck because you're about to get stiff-armed, right?
Yeah.
You're not very equipped to tackle.
And he's not looking to go down. He is looking to run through you.
We saw a play today where he caught an 8-yard stop and turned around, threw a linebacker, threw the safety, and then the DB that was he threw him off and fell on his own momentum. I'm like, whoa, this is why is he so hard to tackle?
I did like that one running play where he's in motion and they hand it to him as he's going by. They picked up a first down on that last offensive drive that they had along the way because he's fast enough to where he might be able to get that corner on a guy, but he's certainly strong enough that if you get him with a defensive back or a safety in space, he's going to win every time.
You better bring an extra one.
Yeah.
You better bring it. And this is why I get so annoyed with the combine and how people go and look at a day of shirt and shorts and go, oh, this guy, oh my. Ignore the film. He ran a 4.1 and jumped a 50-inch vertical. Who cares that he gave up 1,000 touchdowns in college? It doesn't make any sense because when you get into games, Puka Nacua ran, I think, like a 4.69.
If he didn't, he would not have lasted as long as he did, and he would not be on the Rams.
Puka has a knee injury and ran a 4.640.
Right. I was going to say, the biggest thing not against Puka and why he dropped so far is his injury history in college. That he came out of college 5 years in college?
Yeah.
And so he was older when he came out. He was injury-prone.
Injured, and then you run a 4.6 at the combine. Like, you are not telling me you're the NFL's best receiver, but in-game speed will always trump combine speed. And when Puka gets the ball, something about when he's playing, he's quicker than everybody else.
Okay, you are touching on one of my all-time favorite pet peeves and one of my favorite topics when it comes to professional football, specifically as we get ready for the draft. You'll have tape on a guy where he's just killing people all over the field. He just wins nonstop. All he does is he might not give up sacks. He just dominates everybody. He may get to the quarterback all over it. He may catch a bunch of
I don't like that.
Because
he
there's a number that's not right, and it's like, we're going to drop him. And there's another guy who can't play dead in a cowboy movie, but because he can run and jump, it's one of those things that we're going to take him. It's like, how about the ability to play football?
Yeah,
when does that matter?
It's been a thing that's annoyed every football player across the world when it comes to the combine, because fans and draft analysts and scouts drool over this 3-day period of shirt and shorts of just running in a straight line and go, you know what? F all of the film we've seen on this guy because he ran fast in underwear today. We are drafting him. It's the dumbest logic on the planet.
He's still there. He's still holding on.
You see, he took
moved
off
outside
that Seattle
now.
jersey.
Yeah.
You see, he took off his Seattle jersey.
Well,
I don't know.
He's got to go back. Let's go back out to the people here at Hollywood Park Casino. Morales, I think I know where you're going with this one because I know where Kasim is from.
By the way, that guy, what was his name? Scott, right? From Seattle.
I believe so.
This gutless scumbag is still outside clowning Sua. Anyway, if you listen here to our flagship in Los Angeles, you hear on all the shows, we refer to him as that brother Kasim.
No, we don't.
No, we do. That's part of the bit.
It's my first time I've heard.
DeAndre does like that brother Kasim don't know anything about that. You know what that brother Kasim don't know about? Wins. Because he on Friday was wearing a Russell Wilson Seahawks jersey.
Let's ride?
How do you feel today?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Hey, nice dunks, by the way, Kasim. I see you.
Seahawks.
I see you.
Are you going to wear that Russell Wilson jersey around the office ever again?
I'm going to turn it into a Sam Darnold jersey. I know he threw 2 interceptions.
4 interceptions.
2 interceptions today.
Oh, man.
But,
Public
major
schools.
comeback, minor setback, and, we're going to come back in Seattle and get that home win. So,
Is that what the Mariners are saying, too?
Jeez, Emily coming in hot.
Getting a missile shot at you.
Yikes.
That brother Kasim feeling the pain today.
It's my time to leave.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up the Supersonics again, Em, and just really start picking at scabs.
Yeah, they don't have a
That's
basketball
what it feels
team.
like getting pulled over in the South, Kasim. That's what that feels
Why
like.
you got to go there?
What?
We got national listeners on
Oh.
Sirius XM.
Oh, okay.
From the South going, why you got to throw shade at us?
I'm sure I won't be around that day.
Back to you, Trav.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. As always, thank you very, very much. The Seahawks would not surprise me at all if they have to play them a third time this year. Not at all. Like, seeing who the Rams have played so far. Look, Philly is the defending champ. Philly's got a really good record. This whole thing may run back through Philadelphia again. Detroit is a really good team. There are other good teams out there, but I could not be more impressed with what I saw. The wild card there is Darnold. Darnold just may, blow one all by himself, but I am deeply impressed by what the Seahawks threw 4 interceptions and had a chance to win the game.
Didn't the Seahawks already beat the Bucs?
They lost to the Bucs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's one of their other 2 losses.
So next week actually is huge for the Rams because say the Eagles lose tonight and then the Rams mess around and lose next week. We got a 3-way tie.
You got
with
a 3-way tie.
2 tiebreakers.
No, the Rams are they control their own destiny at this point, assuming Philly drops at least one more game. Yeah. Which, and by the way, I think Chris's prediction about 14-3 that we joke about all the time, it may actually be pretty good at this point. But you still have a game in Seattle, tough game. Tampa next week here at SoFi Stadium, Sunday Night Football, tough game.
Lions.
Detroit coming to SoFi, tough game. And look, I know that Arizona has a bad record, but division games are always weird. Division games always get pretty complicated.
Today,
and it's there and here. We haven't played them at all this season, so it's both Cardinals games left to go.
Carolina, Atlanta, but the rest of it, it's the NFL.
But again,
weird
Atlanta
stuff
could always beat you. Who knows? Like, it's one of those things where, like, who knows?
Atlanta is weird. Atlanta is so weird. I think it's unfortunate. I think Coach Morris might be out of there soon.
In 1 year?
2 years. This is 2 years.
Oh, this will be the second year.
But
That's right.
I think just you've lost some games where it falls on you.
Okay.
2 years young quarterback too.
2 years young quarterback. Here's the
and
thing.
He just got hurt today.
Michael Penix.
Yeah.
And I get there's some injury bug there, but you look again. This kind of goes back to what we were talking about with Stafford a second ago. If you don't have a quarterback, you're virtually cooked before anything else happens.
But this is all knee-jerk from the Atlanta Falcons just being poorly ran because you guys did the dumbest thing ever in giving Kirk Cousins a guaranteed $100 million with no plan to play him.
Yeah.
Why did you draft Penix? You could have just made, you know what? If this Kirk Kirk Cousins experience fails, so be it. But in this 2 to 3 year time frame, I'm stacking defenders. I'm stacking O-line. I'm going whatever I need to do. But the knee jerk of let me give you $100 million, and in the same breath, I'm going to trade away all my capital to get a quarterback that's 27 years old that has a knee injury already, and then pay you anyways. It's again, I'm not a GM, but
makes sense
not
to
the
me.
best plan.
The Rams are sitting right now at the top of the NFC, and they have the 8th pick in the draft as of right now.
And a second first-round pick.
That is incredible stupidity from the Falcons to make that trade with them last year.
They Nico Harrison that thing.
Not as bad as Nico Harrison, but it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
And it just sets the Rams up to do so many things moving forward. If Stafford wants to come back and play more, great. If he decides, look, I think one of the things that is certainly in play is an Elway walk-off shot, right? Win the whole thing and peace out. Peyton Manning, I won the Super Bowl. It's not going to get any better than that. Or come back and make $50 million a year.
Say something
That's
crazy?
too. Yeah.
Would it be crazy if, say, the Rams went on a run and they went to the chip this year, and Matthew Stafford says, I'm Kershawing this thing, I'm out? Would it be crazy for the Rams to offer the Patriots both of their first-round picks and Devontae for Drake May?
Let's talk about it on the other side. We'll come back. We'll get into that. Sue is throwing potential trades out there after the Rams beat the Seattle Seahawks 21-19. Lots more to get to on the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Thank you for listening to Rams Seahawks today from the Palace in Inglewood.
Rams Seahawks Week 11 NFL Sunday is a final from SoFi.
Rams football is presented by Call Jacob. A lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. Call Jacob and he will win for you. Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB or visit calljacob.com.
Next Sunday night, Week 12, and it is a battle for Aaron Donald bobblehead in Inglewood. The Rams host Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sunday Night Football coverage will kick off at 4:15 p.m. with the Toyota Rams countdown to kickoff live from Cosm, Los Angeles with Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens. Kickoff at 5:20 p.m. Football Night in America, Sunday Night Football, Rams Bucks. Next Sunday for Week 12 NFL Sunday, right here on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
Money all the time, what I'm thinking.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pachanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction,
and you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino.
From South LA to East LA, Sedano and Cap bring the city together.
Well, I do feel very connected to East LA, to all my people at Garfield High, Roosevelt High, and to all the people right there at the Whittier Boulevard right there. I'm telling you, man, people have come up to me and they're like, East Side Cap in the house. You were in my hood. That's right, I was.
Wake up with the morning show, Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7, only on ESPN LA. It was football story time with DeMarco Travis and Black Eyed Peas legend Will.i.am.
So you used to play sports?
Yes, for the Rams.
Get the F out.
Yes.
Won
the
year?
Super Bowl in '99.
Wait, what?
The greatest show on turf. Yes.
Wait, St. Louis Rams.
St. Louis Rams.
Dang.
We actually had a defense. I was on it. Yeah.
That's what's up, dude.
Are you a football? I hope you're a football fan.
I'm a
You're
football
a Rams fan.
until I got the concussion. Like,
did you play? What position?
Tailback.
You were running.
Were you
back?
fast? I'm fast, bro.
Is there videotape of you running a 4.5?
Yeah. They call me Willie Zoom.
Did you play in high school?
No, until I got a concussion. Nah, bro. Like that one hit where I didn't know I was at. Like, I'm cool. I'm rapping. I'm a rap.
Go play music.
It's a rap.
The biggest names in sports and entertainment hang with DeMarco and Travis. Afternoons starting at 3 p.m. on ESPN LA.
It is Chris Morales, and what a week it was on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We're ready to do it again Monday morning at 7 a.m. USC wins in a rock fight against Iowa. Lakers basketball and Rams Seahawks. The battle in Inglewood will be all over. And, of course, tomfoolery and hijinks, fun and frivolity for your Monday morning. Is it going to be raining? Either way, we'll get you through it. Don't miss the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Monday morning, 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down today at SoFi. Week 11 NFL Sunday is a final.
We react right now on the Rams postgame show, live from Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino Park Party and Play.
Now live from Hollywood Park Casino, back to Travis and Sua right now.
8-2, and on top of the NFC, at least until the Philadelphia Eagles play the Lions coming up in here in just a little bit. But Rams looking at a number one seed potentially, 21-19, the final score. They beat the Seattle Seahawks. And Morales, you're back with your voyage with the people.
So here's the thing: now we're in the local hour. That means we're only on ESPN LA. No ESPN, no radio network, which means
we can go crazy.
We can go crazy. We can smack it around now. Time to have some tomfoolery and hijinks.
Go ahead.
By the way, Sua here at Hollywood Park Casino, by the way, amazing food. I just had chicken tenders with no sauce on it.
Okay.
But Sua's chicken tenders here that's left, 2 giant tenders, and they're sauced up. And you remember a few weeks ago, we attempted to share the popcorn shrimp because he wanted to leave early. But then my beard just,
grazed?
Nudged.
No, twerked. Your beard twerked next to my
And then he
lip.
went and jumped out, and the shrimp fell out of his mouth. So here's the thing. I told him, you can leave right now if you share the tender. But if any sauce gets on your face, I'm licking it.
Take one for the team, brother. Yeah.
We can all leave right now? All of us? No. See, look. See, this is why Yolanda Cravens always tells me to get things in writing. Because you see the look that he just gave? Deal's off.
Now, here's the question. Are we excited about Shedeur Sanders finally making his NFL debut today in Cleveland?
Not especially.
That doesn't count.
Why doesn't it count?
Well, he's the third quarterback off the bench, and your team quit on the first guy through the first 2 quarters with the lead.
Yeah.
So it didn't look like anybody that was going to go in there was at least safe to play quarterback.
Can I be honest about the entire Shedeur thing? Who cares?
Well,
like he was drafted in the 5th round. He was not an impactful player in college in a meaningful way. If his name was Shedeur Smith, we would never say his name out loud.
And he's on the Browns.
It's like the entire thing is so dumb to me.
I think it's so overplayed now, and I'm a Shedeur fan, but even when he went in today, I wasn't excited. I was like, oh, it's the third-string quarterback. Why are we acting like anything's going to change? He's going against the Ravens. The Browns' O-line is terrible. Both these teams look awful. That's all I thought about.
The Browns are irrelevant. The Browns are an irrelevant franchise besides Myles Garrett.
They
He's the
lost,
only person of any merit.
The
Browns
on
their team.
lost today on a fake QB sneak from Mark Andrews. The tight end did a fake QB sneak and ran for a touchdown for 25 yards.
By the way, sir, nice drip. Look at those shoes he's got.
Those are good. Those are
wearing
old
the
school
midnight
Rams.
blue Devontae jersey, the hat. He's got all that fresh gear.
I like the
like the midnight blue?
jerseys, bro.
The
All the
rival
rival jerseys. The Patriots rival jerseys the other day, ice cold, icy.
Now that's a good thing, right? When it's ice cold.
Yes,
okay.
yes. That's
Did
what
you
we
know
say
that
in the
ice
mean
cold
streets
was a
of.
good thing?
I do now.
Okay. Ice cold.
Well, I say ice dripping on the candy paint, but that's just
on the what paint?
On the candy paint.
Candy?
Yeah, candy paint.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Wood grain gripping. You don't.
No.
Well, I know about wood grain gripping.
Yeah. That's a certain audience.
Wait a minute. What's more? Do the ice dripping on the wood paint?
Ice dripping on the candy paint.
Ice dripping on the candy paint.
You know about the ice dripping on the candy paint? I didn't.
That's how I say it. I don't know how everybody else is saying
We're
it,
gonna
but that's how I like to say it.
On the Sedano and Cap Morning Show tomorrow morning, we're gonna play this back.
Ice dripping on the candy paint.
And I want Cappy to make that his new phrase.
Why
Ice
Cappy?
Why not?
He's gonna put boogers on the phrase. I don't like.
Oh, you're
this.
still hung up on that?
Yeah. Yes, I'm still hung up on it.
Okay, I want to get to the scenario you threw out at the end of the last segment.
Okay, what was
which
the trade.
was the
trade,
trade proposal for the Rams and the Patriots.
There's another scumbag in here with a green jersey on.
Get that green jersey off, you Seattle Seahawks scumbag.
Yeah. I think in a world, if the Rams were to win a championship this year and Stafford were to say, I'm hanging it up, do you see a world where the Rams could package Devontae and Landman and both those first-round picks for Drake May? I'm in a world where the Patriots were interested in something like that.
I don't know why. The Patriots may not do it. I keep coming back to this. If Sean McVey likes it, I love it. It's as simple as that. If Sean McVay wants to do something where you package these things together to go get a QB of the future, a younger quarterback, whether he's in the league or whether there's a player that they identify in the draft that they need to move up to go get, if he likes it, I love it. But if this is just something to try, then
How exciting.
Drake May.
Drake May.
Devontae.
In a world where the Patriots are interested in listing their future.
Okay. And Matthew is gone.
Right.
Matthew is retired.
All right.
Drake May straight up for Devontae, Landman, and your 2 first-round picks.
I don't think the Pats would take that.
I don't think they would either.
What if you had another first-round pick in the future?
I would add 3 first-round picks.
It's so hard to find a quarterback.
That's what
It's so hard, and they have one. You don't move off of him for anything.
It wouldn't be the Rams saying, no, we're not interested. It'd be the Patriots going, no way.
I think so, too.
No way in hell.
How old is Drake May? 25, 26,
like
something
22?
like that?
I think he's 22, 23.
They've got a young, good quarterback. It is the second most important thing in the league behind a head coach.
He's a guy.
And they got both of those things. They're going to be good for a while.
With the Chiefs losing to the Broncos, you got to start wondering today where the Chiefs are.
Are the Chiefs going to make the playoffs?
Well, the Chargers with that horrific loss to the Jags are still possibly the number 1 seed or the number 1 team in the AFC West. So it makes you wonder, are the Pats the best team in the AFC? And if that's the case, no. Who else is better?
The best
Denver.
team in the AFC.
Really? Denver?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got a defense.
Why? Who were you going to say? Don't not say Baltimore.
Is it crazy to say Baltimore is the? I would say I guess the Bills. The Bills are the best team in the AFC, and they don't look good.
They can't stop anybody.
They can't stop anybody, and we know how the Josh Allen playoff thing goes every time.
But you say that. That's wrong. Josh Allen is not the reason they lose in the playoffs. They lose because they don't have a defense.
Okay, so they lose, though.
But not because of Josh Allen, which is what you just said.
In a showdown in the AFC Championship game, Patriots, Buffalo, who are you taking?
I would take Buffalo.
Okay.
I'm taking Patriots.
Yeah.
And if the Patriots pull that off, they're not moving Drake May anywhere for anything.
Well,
he's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. He's set in stone. He's going to be a $200 million man within the next 2 years.
There he is, DJ Ray on the mic. Look at him. Beautiful man. He does the magic here at the Rams games.
He was going ham right by the lowrider.
Does the magic at Lakers games, and he's at the Mandy's. And you haven't experienced the Mandy's Award yet.
How are the Mandy's? I keep hearing about this.
Well, this year I'm coming out in the Dodgers G-string.
No. See, where I asked, when he said this, I said, are you going to wear pants?
Face?
What face?
When I mentioned Dodgers G-string.
See, when he first told me this, I'm like, so what, you're going to wear pants and a G-string? He's like, no, fully exposed. Like.
Believe it when I see it.
He said he said it's giving Borat.
I know that you aren't scared of much. I know that when you say something, you almost always follow through. That one, I'm really wondering if you'll pull the trigger on that.
I don't know if he will.
I'm not concerned. We're in Rams season. So
you're going to
Nacho
talk about this thing.
By the way, that 14-3 prediction that I made in the preseason at training camp, it's holding tight. If they go 15-2, I deserve a statue.
All right, we're going to talk about some of those other teams around the league, specifically Kansas City, who lost again today. They're not only not in the playoff picture, they're not even that close to a playoff spot along the way. It's all coming up on the Rams postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Officer? Could I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe? I only paid for it.
Whoa.
Right? I'm not in trouble, am I?
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end December 1st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
From South LA to East LA, Sedano and Cap bring the city together.
Well, I do feel very connected to East LA, to all my people at Garfield High, Roosevelt High, and to all the people right there at the Whittier Boulevard right there. I'm telling you, man, people have come up to me and they're like, East Side Cap in the house. You were in my hood. That's right, I was.
Wake up with the morning show. Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7. Only on ESPN LA.
Sports fans, get ready for game day. Whether it's sliders, wings, chips, or salsa, Stella Rosa wines are the perfect pairing for all your favorite game day bites. This semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine is best served chilled, making every sip as refreshing as a game-winning play. Grab a couple of bottles next time you're at the store and make your game day even sweeter. Nothing beats a cold glass of Stella Rosa while rooting for your team. Please celebrate responsibly.
When a parent sees their child smile, they see hope. Aleem hoped that his son Rajib would have an easier life than he had. You see, Rajib, just like his father, was born with a cleft. But thanks to Smile Train, both father and son received free, life-changing surgeries, transforming their smiles into symbols of hope. To learn more and support the global cleft community, visit smiletrain.org/learn. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down today at SoFi. Week 11 NFL Sunday is a final.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino, Park Party and Play. We react right now with Travis and Sue at the Rams postgame show. Your reaction at 877-710-ESPN.
You're listening to the Rams postgame show.
This is the Rams postgame show. Now live from Hollywood Park Casino. Back to Travis and Sua right now.
21-19, the Rams beat the Seahawks. Let's take a look around the rest of the NFL here in Week 11 of the season. And they're brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. The Denver Broncos pick up their 9th win of the season. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Guys, the Chiefs are 5-5. They're currently 9th in the AFC. They'd have to jump over both the Texans and the Jags. The Jags have that final wild card spot. They are at 6-4. The Chargers have the next one at 7. So they are and Chargers already beat Kansas City once this year. There's a real scenario where Kansas City misses the playoffs.
I think they are going to miss the playoffs. I think that the Broncos are going to win that division. I think that the Texans are going to get into the playoffs because their division is absolute trash. And the Jags have sneaky wins this year that give them, I think, a bunch of the cap on a bunch of tiebreakers. So it's different.
Morales?
Well, here's the thing. If the Chiefs, so based on that Super Bowl performance, into now this season and missing the playoffs, what's next?
Well, Kelsey has to retire. Not has to retire. He should have retired last year, but this is clearly Kelsey's last year. They're going to break up that entire defense because you got to pay Chris Jones again, or you got to pay half that defense again. You already let go of one of your best DBs. Sure, is Trent McDuffie still on the team? They were shopping him earlier this year. You have Rashee Rice is going to be due a contract in the next year, so it's rebuild
time. Do you look
time.
to change up the mix of Spagnuolo and Reed and try to do something else?
You keep Reed, you keep Spagnuolo. It's just that you need fresh bodies.
Here's the counterpoint. Their schedule actually gets a little easier from here to the finish line.
Okay.
So you look at who they've got. They've got the Cowboys left on their schedule. Cowboys are not a good team. They've got the Tennessee Titans left, and they still get to play the Raiders again. So those are three wins. Those are three wins right there. So you got to find probably one, if not two more, against Denver, the Chargers, the Texans, and the Colts. There's probably one or two wins in those 4 games, too. That gets you to 10. 10 wins is going to get them into the playoffs. 10-7, even though that's not a Chiefs sort of situation, 10-7 is going to get them.
And then who are they playing first round? You're playing the Bills first round?
At this point, you would play the number 2 seed, which I'll tell you in just 1 second here. But it's
going to be Bills or Patriots.
You're going to play the Bills or the Patriots first round. And the Patriots got the Bills' number this year.
2 seed right now is the Patriots. Broncos are 1, but also could have the Colts, who are the 3 seed.
All right, so let's play it out. Patriots, right? We're just talking about how good Drake May is. Drake May going to go beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs? We really at that point? I don't know.
If he does, he's a legend. He's a legend.
I don't know.
I'm not going to say it because until I see it, I refuse to believe it. Mahomes, if Mahomes makes it to the playoff, I'm picking the Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl. That's the type of power that man possesses in his arm.
All right, so go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say, we're talking about Drake May. We're still talking about Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar with Baltimore. Justin Herbert should have been one of those names that always comes up, and yet the Chargers are so painfully inconsistent. And I know he got hurt today.
What's missing?
It's injuries.
I know this year it's offensive line. They're missing their 2 tackles. I understand this year.
Yeah.
Every season it's something
something.
They have something that isn't right. We thought it was the coach. They go out and get a real coach in Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh's a good coach.
Good coach.
They have a good quarterback in Justin Herbert. I think everybody agree he's a good quarterback. There's always something wrong with that team.
Yeah. This year it's injuries on the O-line, and it's the defense.
Well, look at this Seahawks fan. What, you really wore that to SoFi Stadium today? He's got like a Seahawks wig on, a green wig. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's just injuries. It's unfortunate because they lost Najee Harris. They lost their 2 best O-linemen. They lost
They lost 35-6 to Jacksonville. They got demolished by. We saw Jacksonville in London a few weeks ago. That's not a good team. It's not a terrible team, but it's not a good. 35-6 to Jacksonville.
Yeah. You know, it's
That's
just
not
a wash.
great.
It's a wash. It's a wash. It's one of those years where you're like, you know what? Okay.
Yeah,
There's
but
nothing
every
you can do
year
this year.
seems to be that year with the
I
Chargers.
mean, last year was one of their better years. They just completely melted down in the postseason.
Which is they chargered, which they always seem to find a way to do.
They melt down every postseason, but this year, not even making the postseason is what it looks like. If you continue this way, that's a huge, drastic change.
All right, so here's one for you that the Chicago Bears are 7-3.
Wow.
Okay,
Some spec on his name.
7-3 is a 7-3. I don't know what I would do to make sure that I get to play the Chicago Bears in the playoffs. Is there an easier mark?
Put some paint on his nails and some spec on his name because Caleb has the Bears 7-3. As much as you don't gotta like the man. You don't have to like him. You don't have to like his body language. It doesn't matter. Just like these metaphorical Seahawks fans, it does not matter. The record is what it is. And in a division where we didn't think the Bears even had a chance, first-year head coach Caleb is a question mark. Is this team even good enough? This team's fighting to win the division.
When's the last time the Bears were 7-3 after 11 weeks?
I couldn't.
Rex
even
Grossman was the quarterback, I think.
They had the double doink that knocked them out of the playoffs. Remember that one?
And they started off very hot, but they barely beat a team by more than
every game
one
they
score.
play.
They play basically one-score games, and when they don't play one-score games, they get beat.
They get
smoked. They got beat by the Lions 52-21.
Hey, I don't want to hear it. The Packers blew out the Lions and then lost at home to the Panthers. There's so much parity in the
Bears
NFL this
beat
year.
The Cowboys, the Raiders, the Commanders, the Saints, the Bengals, the Giants.
So
and
Emily
the
ain't putting respect on that name.
That
for you.
is a
That's
real
a good job, Em.
gross list of victories.
Their
There's not
losses are
one good team in there.
The losses are to the Ravens, the Vikings, and the Lions.
Well,
the Vikings aren't any good. Even with 9.
Yeah. I call him 9.
Yeah, they should call him something else. They should call him bench.
Call the police.
Call him and get him the hell out of there.
But you
call
need to talk to Mason because he's the one who lets talk up Caleb Williams all the time, and he wants me to put it on every rundown every day.
Why are we
talk
hating
about
on Caleb? Why are we
I'm not
hating on
hating on
Caleb?
Caleb Williams. I just don't think the Bears are very good.
They're not. I don't think the Bears are good either. I think they're pretenders, and I think that the moment if they happen to make the playoffs, they'll get bounced the first weekend.
All right, so what about this game right here? The Rams get Tampa a week from today, SoFi Stadium, Sunday Night Football, so we get to see that, right? Then they go to Charlotte after that. Charlotte won again, or Carolina won again, 30-27. They have a 500 record.
Bryce Young
They're
threw for
not
400
good.
yards.
He threw for 400 yards. But they're one of those teams that isn't good or bad, but if you kind of mess around with them for a little bit, you can lose to them. That felt like the safest game on the board when the schedule came out, and now it's not.
They play defense. That's one thing the Panthers do. They have a front seven that gets after the quarterback. J.C. Horn, one of the best corners in the NFL. He makes a ton of plays on the ball. They played okay or good enough defense to get the offense an additional possession to score. And today, the Falcons completely lost this game. The Falcons had no business being in this type of game. They should have blew the Panthers out. But, hey, if you're going to give the ball to Bryce and he's going to drive down the field and score in the last minute or go into overtime, so be it. That's a hard-earned win for the Panthers.
All right, so we got to look at somebody today that I think has had the best maybe 2 weeks of anybody, and he was at the Rams game today. We'll get into it next. It is the Rams postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. See for yourself what made readers of Newsweek and USA Today name Pechanga the best casino outside of Las Vegas. Visit Pechanga.com for more information.
This season, celebrating in a new Volvo is easier than ever. Now through December 31st, you can save on select SUVs during our Holiday Safely Sign and Drive event. With advanced safety features and Google built-in, our SUVs help keep your family safe and connected, from gift runs to holiday gatherings. Whether it's compact versatility or comfort with seating up to 7, Volvo SUVs are up for anything. Sign and drive to make one yours. Visit volvocars.com/US to learn more. Google is a trademark of Google LLC.
Having low income can mean making tough choices. Choosing between paying for food or medication or a place to live is a reality for many people. Do you know someone who could use some extra help? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. SSI is money you can use to help pay for basic needs, like putting food on the table, keeping the lights on, paying the rent. It can mean new shoes for growing feet or help with medical needs. Call 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI to schedule an appointment or start to apply today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Every second counts in a poison emergency. That's why Poison Help is standing by 24/7 to provide free assistance in over 100 languages. Save Poison Help as a contact in your phone today. Poison Help. 1-800-222-1222.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down today at SoFi. Week 11 NFL Sunday is a final.
We react right now on the Rams postgame show, live from Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino Park Party and Play.
Now live from Hollywood Park Casino, back to Travis and Sua right now.
21-19, the final score. Rams pick up their 8th win of the season, and they are in position to get the number 1 seed in the NFC if they continue to play like this. But do you know who has had a better 2 weeks than I think anybody that we've seen in a very long time, and we got to see him at today's Rams game? Blake Snell. That dude shows up everywhere. He's at the Laker game. He's at the Kings game. He's at Dancing with the Stars. He's at the Rams game today. Everywhere you turn around, Blake Snell is there with the trophy looking like he's having a great time.
With all that money and a World Series trophy, you think he could do something about the eyes?
He's probably been up for a while.
Here's what you do. You can do microneedling under the bags. My friends do it did it before her wedding, and it does a really good a lot of work. So microneedling.
But is that what it is?
There's just a 1 in
15%
chance of going blind from it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, really? You go blind from microneedling?
Look, I think he's doing okay. He might have some eye bags, but he's doing all right. He won the World Series. He's a 2-time Cy Young Award. He's got a $100 million deal, and he's walking around the city like the king of the universe right now.
You have to choose to be mad when you wake up 6'4.5" every day. You have to choose to be mad.
And you win everywhere you go. It's not a bad
deal. He looks in the mirror and he goes,
what?
Yeah.
He looks in that mirror and he goes, man, I still look like this, huh?
Hey, somebody's going to love it.
No, they do love
it.
And
then he locks out the door. That's what it is.
Looked like he had a pretty good seat today, too. I'm just saying that things like this, stuff's working out for
You know who else has had a great 2 weeks, I guess, because he hasn't been the reason we lost? Mevis.
They haven't given him a chance.
I thought you were about to say Tutu.
He hasn't. He hasn't missed.
He's 9 for 9.
Yeah.
He's tried 9 PATs. He's made 9 PATs.
This is ridiculous. We have not seen a field goal in 7. It's going to be 7 weeks.
They have not made a field goal since week 6.
It's going to be 7. Next week we'll make it 7 weeks since we've seen an attempt of a field goal.
Not an attempt, a make.
A make of a field goal.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
They haven't made one since week 6. And look, here's what I don't understand. Don't you? And they had today was not the time to do it because it was a tight game. You had a chance to kick a field goal just to see what it looked like against San Francisco. You had a chance to kick a field goal a couple of different times to see if Cardi kind of rediscovered his mojo. But why are there 2 kickers on the team?
Yeah, what happened to the thick kicker? I thought that was going to be okay.
He's still here. He made his kicks today.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But they don't use him to do anything other than kick PATs.
What is more bizarre, a person that doesn't brush his teeth for 3 weeks or NFL football
Who
team
does
that
that?
doesn't kick a field goal
Who
for
doesn't
6
brush their
weeks?
teeth
I'm
for
just
6
asking, what is the worst? What is the worst?
The guy with the teeth.
See, that's how crazy this is that we are now normalizing an NFL team not kicking a
That
field
was
goal.
incredibly specific.
Yeah,
not
I
about
felt like you had a
somebody's
name in mind.
I just wanted to see how far we were going to go with this because somebody not brushing their teeth is pretty bad, but I would think that it's more weird for an NFL team not to kick a field goal.
How many
Because
days
people
in
are
a
out
row?
there not brushing their teeth.
How many days in a row you think people are going?
I once went 3.
You want to hear
I was
something?
camping.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were in your coma.
Well, yeah, technically, yeah. I went like longer. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
If you don't count the coma, the first time I did
You almost died, Chris.
I did. I almost died. Sorry. What time is it? It's 5:51.
Just saying, you hadn't mentioned it.
Well, why?
yet. I
How
felt
long
like
have you
somebody-
gone?
Maybe a day or two.
I've had friends that have gone a week without brushing
Really?
their teeth.
Like-
and these are NFL multi-million-dollar guys.
Well, they're just nasty.
No, they are nasty, and they find it. No, mouthwash. What are you talking about? I'm like,
Oh, well, at least they
hey,
mouthwash.
At least they mouth. Hey, before you spread,
You gotta get stuff
a
off your
patient Z0 gingivitis strain, stay away from me and my family. Thanks.
What about people that don't mouthwash?
Then maybe they tongue scrub. Maybe they.
What if they don't
scrape-
tongue scrub or they just brush?
Hey, bad breath. I'm
I
a
think
nice
the bad
guy.
breath mostly comes from food stuck in your teeth.
I'm a nice
no
guy,
flossing
but
people.
I don't deal with people that don't brush their teeth.
But you're a mouthwash guy too.
I'm a
Are you?
mouthwash,
Do you
tongue
gargle?
scraper.
Do you? Oh, you tongue scrape?
I floss.
Do you gargle though with the mouthwash? Because
I do everything that you are directed to do with the mouthwash.
Because a lot of times people say that you don't do a gargle. I'm a gargler though.
Then you spit.
Yeah, you spit it right out.
Well, you're a spitter.
Well, listen.
There you go.
Sorry, Trav.
Speaking of
All
today,
right, you guys go ahead.
there was Jalen Ramsey, former Ram, got involved in another Spitgate this season. So remember when we started off the season with Jalen Carter spitting?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
no,
the hell is
Dak
this?
Getting
spit on Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter
spit near Jalen Carter. He did not spit on
in his
Jamar
direction.
Chase today
Yes.
spit all over Jalen
And then
Ramsey
Jalen
and then
Ramsey
lied
pun-
about it.
and then-
You little weasel.
Jalen Ramsey punches him. Again, this is for anybody who didn't get a chance to see the game. Jalen Ramsey punches him. Jalen Ramsey gets ejected from the game.
He should have whooped his. He should have beat the hell out that boy. One thing, I don't care who's listening. If you spit on somebody, I want you to know you should be prepared for anything that, and I mean anything that may come back your way. Because as a kid, my dad told me, you ever spit on someone, not only do I hope that person whoops you, when you get home, I'm going to beat you. Because spitting on somebody is next level. It's worse than open hand slapping somebody.
Okay, fine. But if it's that easy to get him to kick out of a game, the first thing somebody should do is go and spit on it.
But then you should be suspended too.
Okay, fine. But what I'm saying is if I can get Jalen Ramsey out of the game like that, why wouldn't I do it?
But then if that's the case, okay, so then now, because I know you have a hot head on team, I'm going to send somebody to cheap shot your quarterback right in front of your sideline in hopes that your whole sideline reacts because now everybody should be ejected if that's what we're
It's
doing.
like hitting Otani in baseball.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope.
Otani does not salute the Padres. It's the only team in baseball that he does not give the little hat to.
I'm sure they really care about that. They don't get a
this is the Otani level of protest that he doesn't
We're
do it.
spitting on people. This is.
You know who's pretty quiet today? Cooper Kupp. He caught a couple of passes late in the game, but you never really – the one that it felt like while they kind of skipped into him, he kind of short hop along the way. You're like, oh, Cooper's going to get a weird touchdown. It obviously clearly hit the ground, but I'm not looking to pile on his departure or anything, but my oh my, did they get that one right. Like that
Oddly enough.
That was just
and
one
nobody
of those
agreed with
exactly
it at the time.
Right.
I didn't agree with it.
Anybody that watched carefully knew that not only did they agree with it, they might have even been a year too late.
Possibly. But there was a lot of that sentimental, like, really, you're going to do this one?
This is the job of the GM.
Absolutely.
To put sentimentality
My BFF
over
Leslie.
there and say, you know what? I love you, but I don't need you anymore. We'll bring you back. We'll unveil the statue. We'll hang your number in 10 years, but I got to get better at your spot, and we're going to move on.
Once they got rid of Jalen, I knew anybody can get – they are disposable. Anybody besides the quarterback was disposable. And that's just how it goes. And when things no longer make sense or
and
things –
when you're not impacting the game.
Exactly. And when finances are what they – numbers are numbers. I can like you as much as I want.
Last season, when you saw that Stafford wasn't throwing him the ball barely at all, you kind of knew the writing was on the wall.
The throws went to Puka like that. By the way, today was kind of a throwback day to – a previous regime because all of the throws basically went to Puka. Puka had 7 catches. Colby Parkinson had 2. Nobody else had more than 1, including Devontae Adams.
Yeah, but Devontae Adams keeps the streak going.
Devontae's had a few drops this year.
Raider fans could choke on that. Devontae keeps doing it, baby.
He had 1 catch. It was a good catch.
It was a touchdown catch. That's all that matters.
Number 1,000 of his career.
Yeah, exactly.
But to your point, Puka, he had Sua.
Yes,
he had a couple of drops.
Yeah.
One that was a bad drop, and this is not like the first one he's had all season. He's had a few.
Got a few of them. Too much Taco Bell. That gordita sauce. It gets you.
Slippery.
Get you, yeah. It's slippery.
You got nacho cheese on us.
Nacho cheese, a little sticky. Yeah, that's all right.
I hate when it's sticky.
Why?
Oh. Go ahead, Trav.
No, I'm just letting you finish. You go ahead.
It's the best when it's
do
sticky.
your thing
it's hard
over
to
there.
grind, it's hard to break down.
Quentin Lake, elbow injury, left the game, did not come back. And we saw them get 4 interceptions today without Q on the field for half the game. But going up against Tampa, again, there's no Godwin, there's no Mike Evans. They're going to miss him. He's had a really good season so far.
Yeah, and this is why I think the Bucs are no longer a real threat, because you can be the good quarterback and you can make all the right decisions. You still need guys. They're still professionals at the end of the day, and there's levels to this. And you missing Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Bucky Irving as a defense, I'm like, hey, let's eat today, because who's he throwing to? Cade Otton? Like, no, I'm not worried about you throwing the ball. They stop Rachaad White next week. I think the Rams have it very easy. Not to downplay the magnitude of the game, but I don't look at this game next week as the same way I looked at today's game.
It's a much easier mark,
yeah,
because they don't have that defense. The defense that the Seattle Seahawks had today, and I get it, that Sam Darnold made it a lot easier, but the Seahawks don't give up a lot of points. The Rams had to fight to get 21 points.
And newsflash, Baker's going to give you chances too. Baker's the same type of quarterback where either he's making all the right decisions and we can't get him off the field, or it's a nightmare for Baker. There's no in between.
No, he's either white hot or he's giving them to you all night long. All right, we'll give you the final thoughts on this one. 21-19 is the final score. The Rams beat the Seahawks. More to get to on the Rams postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVey of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
The clock's ticking at Toyota's Here and Now sales event. The Toyota car, truck, or SUV that fits your life is here, and now's the time to make it yours. There are great deals on fuel-efficient Camrys and Corollas, on adventurous RAV4s and 4Runners, on powerful Tacomas and Tundras. This is your moment. The time to drive home your new Toyota is here and now. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention football fans, at Howard's, you can save $1,000 and get Frigidaire's new Stone-Baked Pizza Mode Oven. Plus, we'll pay your sales tax. This oven reaches 750 degrees for restaurant-quality pizza at home in as little as 2 minutes. Visit howards.com to find a location near you.
Everyone has a community to lean on. A neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. You've talked with your kids and shared clear expectations, but you're not with them every minute. Your community members, friends and relatives, teachers and coaches, faith leaders, and other important adults in your kids' lives can be your eyes, ears, and a supportive influence when you're not around, reinforcing your messages with your kids and alerting you to warning signs of underage drinking or other substance use. So talk with your kids about these issues and involve the members of your community to help keep your kids safe. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information, visit talktheyhearyou.samhsa.gov.
Stand Up to Cancer's vehicle donation program makes it easy to turn your unwanted vehicle into funding to support innovative cancer research. This research leads to new treatments for patients right now. Donate your car today. Visit standuptocancer.org/cars to learn more.
This is the Rams postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams Radio Network.
Recapping everything that went down today at SoFi. Week 11 NFL Sunday is a final.
And live today from Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino, park, party, and play. We react right now with Travis and Sua, the Rams postgame show. Your reaction at 877-710-ESPN.
You're listening to the Rams postgame show.
This is the Rams postgame show. Now live from Hollywood Park Casino. Back to Travis and Sua right now.
8-2 through the first 11 weeks of the season. That's where the Rams find themselves after their 21-19 win. Seattle still very much in it at 7-3. The Rams still have to go up to Seattle to take them on a Thursday night short week. And I know I said this earlier, it just does not feel like this is the last that we're going to put them in the rearview mirror. They're going to play a factor in the Rams postseason.
Yeah. Whether it be that last game up in Seattle that determines playoff seeding or the Rams end up just playing the Seahawks again in the playoffs, I don't think you've seen the last of them as far as postseason goes.
That's your third loss, Morales? If you had to pick one?
Well, you got me a little worried now about – I'm really worried about the Bucs next Sunday night.
Okay.
Based on how the Bucs played today and based on how the Rams played today. Bucs lost to the Bills, but they put up a decent number of points. That the Rams defense, sometimes if they allow those points, we got a problem because the Rams offense ain't exactly scoring 45 points as of right now. Now
scored 42 last week.
They did score 42 against a beat-up Niners team.
Yeah.
Though. So, listen, I'm scared about next Sunday night. To me, you win next Sunday night, then the one loss that's still on the board. I'm not worried about the Lions. I'm worried about the Seahawks up in Seattle, and you got to deal with the 12th man. And
here's their 4 games, the Rams' point total in their last 4, 35, 34, 42, 21. They're scoring points.
Okay, you got me on that one.
Yeah, they're scoring points. Seattle's defense is that good. And so is the Rams.
Yeah, I will say that the Bucs' defense is pretty bad because Josh Allen threw 2 picks today, and he still had a chance to put up 40-something points. He scored 6 touchdowns today, 3 rushing, 3 passing, like 300 yards passing, over 60 yards rushing. The Bucs can't stop a nosebleed. This is not a team that is going to go on the road and stop Matthew Stafford consistently. For the Bucs to win, Baker Mayfield has to play a perfect game, and their defense has to force, I think, at least 2 turnovers for the Bucs to even have a chance to win the game.
I think there's something else at play here, too, and no one will ever admit it. No one will ever say it out loud. Matthew Stafford had a as far as the statistical day goes, very average day. A couple of touchdown passes, about 150 yards. Just kind of, okay, fine. They win the game. That's all good. So he's still very much in the MVP race. I think Sean McVey wants to get him an MVP. I think he wants an MVP, and this is going to be an opportunity to go out there and get your 35, 42 points again and go do it all over again. Because him winning an MVP is it punches his ticket to Cooperstown, to the NFL Hall of Fame. Canton, thank you, Chris. It kind of all of those things that maybe he will, maybe he won't. It's totally off the board if he wins an MVP.
It is, and
I think they want him to get it.
Yeah, and it's a feather in the cap for not just the player, but for McVay too. If I can get an MVP for a 37-year-old quarterback, that says as much about the quarterback as it does about me. Like, hey, guess what? My offense was one of the best in the NFL, one of the highest scorings, and I didn't need to line up and shotgun every play to do it. Oh, and I didn't need to waste draft picks for it to happen. It's the same guy in the same offense. We just know what we're doing.
So we're not concerned at all about the Lions in Week 15?
I am.
Oh, you are?
I think
just the Lions.
Think Tampa, the Lions, and Seattle. Those are the 3 games that if they dropped that game, I wouldn't be stunned.
The Lions and Seattle are the 2 teams where I'm like, okay. Because I think Seattle's definitely going to win that second game.
Keep in mind, when the Lions come in, too, they're going to be competing for a top seed. They're going to be trying to win their division. Chicago's off to a great start, too. There's going to be a ton of juice in that game for Detroit.
Yeah.
I want to mention this. So Brian Nemhauser tweets this, and he covers the Seattle Seahawks. And he said, this is Ernest Jones he's quoting, a former Ram. And he says, Sam, as in Sam Darnold, had us in every effing game. He didn't say effing. For him to say it's on him, no, it's not. If you've got anything to say, F you. So
Ernest is in his feelings.
Do you think that that's a fine sentiment? That this game isn't on Sam Darnold?
No, he threw 4 interceptions, and they were all bad throws. This wasn't a ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. This wasn't somebody running the wrong route. He hit Cam Kitchens between the numbers twice. This is, I get, and by the way, I'm not a Shakespearean scholar, but this is a classic doth protest too much. Yeah. The second you start F-bombing people saying, if you think it's his fault, you think it's his fault too, or you wouldn't be reacting like this.
Yeah.
2 things can be true at the same time, where Sam Darnold can be the reason you got to the record you have because he's been playing so well against anybody but the Rams. But it also can be true that he did cost you this game by throwing 4 interceptions. Those both things can be true, and the Seahawks are still a very good team, and they still have a lot left in front of them, but it just was a bad day for Sam. And if like you said at the start of the show, if any other quarterback but Sam Darnold was throwing the ball for the Seattle Seahawks, they probably win this game.
I think so. I mean, they kicked 5 field goals. Was it 5? Yeah, no, 4. They kicked 4 field goals and missed the 5th one because they couldn't move the ball 45, 50 yards. And by the way, they had like a minute and a half and a timeout. There was no sense of urgency from Darnold towards the end of the game. He was walking up to the line of scrimmage. There never was that. There's a difference between panic and we got to go really fast. He was either panicked or not moving fast enough.
Yeah. Sam's got to play better. There's not going to be a lot of nights where he's throwing 4 picks. So you can't look at this game and say, well, these are the Seahawks. It's just one of those games. You will have to beat the Seahawks again, and I think the second time around up in Seattle will be even harder, and I think that will be one of the losses.
Oh, boy. Now you got me worried about Lions. I wasn't worried about the Lions before. Now I'm worried about the Lions.
That's the biggest concern
Lions
for
are
me.
good.
Yeah,
They're not. I'm
concern.
concerned about next Sunday night. I really am.
Lions are currently behind Philadelphia. It is 3-0 early in that one.
I'm a headband guy. I'm a Baker guy.
See, I'm not a Baker guy.
3-0
in
in
everybody
the second
injured.
quarter.
Everybody's injured.
Okay.
Baker, here's the other thing, too. Dan Campbell's crazy. So Dan Campbell coming in trying crazy stuff is sometimes crazy stuff works.
Dan Campbell will kick an onside kick just to start the game off.
By the way,
it all depends on how red his nose is at halftime. That's how you know how the second half's going to go.
It's scary how nonchalant he is with the most critical decisions in the clutches of times, and he's just like, I felt like we had a chance, so I kicks the ground. I just went for it. I don't know.
You mentioned an onside kick. That onside kick that the Georgia Bulldogs ran last night to basically ice the game was the best onside kick I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It was money.
What was that guy doing, though? He could have recovered the ball.
You
he
can't
ran
advance
right
it.
past it.
Oh, the other guy for the
they
Texas?
They can't touch you within 10 yards.
Right.
So just go and grab the ball if they hit you with the flag. He completely just was like, I don't want any parts of this.
He didn't know that rule.
Business decision.
He didn't know that rule because if you we were talking about returning punts, if I know nobody can hit me, everything gets a lot easier.
Yes. Just wave that fair catch. If you don't want to get hit and you don't want to worry about the people, as soon as that punter kicks the ball, whoop.
21-19 is the final score from SoFi Stadium. The Rams beat the Seahawks. They are 8-2. Up next are the Tampa Bay Bucks. We'll be right back here a week from today. After that one at Hollywood Park Casino, we'll be at the pregame show at Cosm 1 week from today.
I want Buck fans ready for next Sunday night. Okay, I want maybe bitten, but bitter and broken Bucks fans after our Rams take care of business.
What is bitten?
Well, they'd be bitten.
Oh, bitten?
Yeah.
Like by a snake or a spider?
Hey, listen, if they get bitten by a snake, you never know.
You never know. We do know that we will be here a week from then. We'll see you then. This has been the Rams postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile